original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our mailbag episode where we play your voicemails, and thank you in advance for allowing us to be late 1 week while I was dying of the COVID.
Literally dying of the COVID.
Dying of the COVID. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And happy birthday, Maria. Your birthday's Monday, and today is, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, whatever. Who keeps track?
I don't know what
They
know
come
what
out on
days
Thursday.
we release
Mailbag
episode.
comes out on Thursday.
Oh, interesting.
But today's Monday, so we're
Today
in the
is Monday.
past.
We are in the past today, and in the past, it is your birthday, and this whole week it is your birthday. So happy birthday to Maria. Please make sure to become a patron of the big ones, or to just give her a shout and just say happy birthday, you bimbo.
Just say it out loud to yourself.
And say it proud. Say it out loud and say it proud. Do we have any new reviews?
You know, I think we have one from Kel M. It just says, "Per Queens."
I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like we read that.
I feel like we read that. Yeah. Other than that, no.
Interesting.
It's weird.
Interesting to think about. Something to think about.
Good to know. Good to know.
Good to know, guys. Good to know. Should we get into voicemails then?
Yes.
I have BO. I'm going to shower today, I think. That might be on the list of things to do finally.
Yeah, that might be a good...
Hi, I just left a message and I sucked at doing it in the time limit, so I'm going to try again here. And I'm going to streamline everything, so it's going to be great. I have a roommate from Hell Story. We'll say that, I don't know if I said this already. This is for web crawlers. Anyways, my roommate at the time, it was the whole time you were roommate, she really wanted to be, but I was unsure, and I had lived in this place for a long time before she moved in. So at the end of the lease was me finally leaving this home that I had been in for years. She had only been there for a year on one lease or whatever. When we were supposed to be cleaning out the house, me and the other roommate, there were three of us total, one being her, we'll call her Perla Richardson.
Okay, why not?
So, cleared out our stuff or whatever. And then there was a day we had planned to do a deep cleaning so we could try and get our security deposit back. Mm-hmm. The day we were supposed to do the deep cleaning, she didn't come. And, we hadn't seen her room this whole time. We just assumed she had cleared it out already. So me and the other roommate do this deep cleaning the whole time wondering where she is. She's not answering her phone, whatever. I guess she goes out and gets drunk, doesn't arrive to help us. And when we try and get in contact with her to get her to come, she's already drunk. Oh. So eventually she calls and says she's arriving. So she comes and we're like, hey, your stuff's still here. She gets really heated and is being really mean, saying mean things to us. So I'm just like, hey, just get your stuff out. Call me when you're done and I'll come pick up the key and then we'll be done with it. So I give her a couple hours. She does all her stuff or whatever. She texts me and says she's done. She left the key under the mat. So I go to pick up the key and, I look inside and she has ripped the cabinets out of the wall.
What?
Ripped the blinds down from all of the windows. Thrown a rock through one of the windows, so
what?
Broke one of the windows. And then the real kicker is, she pissed and shit inside the toilet, and then stuffed a bunch of stuff that would be unflushable. Basically, she took a sailboat model, crushed it up, and put it in the toilet on top of her shit and piss. So we would have to physically stick our hands in there to get the stuff out to be able to flush shit and piss. And
that's insane.
The hardest hit. And we never spoke again after that. And
yeah, I'd say so.
I hate her with my whole heart. And we couldn't hold her liable because she wasn't on the actual lease. We just let her live there.
Fuck.
So we took a major L. Anyways,
major L.
That's a real roommate from hell. So thank you.
Why would you do that?
That's fucking insane. That's just
crazy.
Insane person behavior.
Shitting in the toilet and stuffing
and putting a sailboat over it? Like, what?
Who is she, Amber?
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking the same thing. That's like, I mean, that's creative to say the least.
Yeah. Damn.
That's nuts. I'm sorry. That sucks.
The people suck. That sucks. Okay, next message.
Hi, this message is for web crawlers. This is Kentucky Krista calling. I wanted to call in solidarity of the lifesavers childhood tragedy because the same thing happened to me. I'm with you.
Oh, lifesaver stuck in the throat?
Mine was New Year's Eve 2000. We were at a party at my parents' friend's house, and ate a lifesaver, got stuck sideways in my throat. Nothing was working because it all went down the hole right there trying to give me water and everything. And they were like, well, she can breathe, I guess. But it's hard to breathe. It's not like you're breathing normally.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what else we tried. I don't remember if they tried to give me hot liquid or anything. But I do remember just throwing up in their kitchen sink.
Oh,
and it came out.
Yeah.
I'm still here. And you're still here, so that's great. We survived the lifesavers attack. Never had one since. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, I understand the panic of calling in because as soon as I dialed the phone number, I had so much fun calling or singing the jingle that I forgot what I wanted to say. And I was trying to remember before, the little message came on. But I did remember. I just wanted to tell you that there's a store in our town that Bigfoot is like the mascot for.
Oh.
And I was like, I gotta be friends with this owner. She's really cool. And it's hard making friends when you're in your 30s.
Bigfoot's a good starting place.
That's also another reason that this community is great. Anyway, love you all. Great podcast. Number one, my fave. Tell everyone about it. And just keep doing what you're doing. Maria, wherever you are, hope you're doing great. And Allie, love you. Queen.
Love you.
Number one. I keep saying number one, but it's just number one. All right.
Melissa sucks.
Bye.
Melissa, eat my shorts.
What am I, chopped liver?
Melissa, eat my shorts, you dumb bitch.
Eat my shorts, you bitch. Okay, next message.
Hi, this is Erin. This message is for the web crawlers.
Sexy voice.
I am calling to see if you guys might be interested in doing an episode on the murder of Kim Wall. She was a journalist in some kind of Scandinavian country. I probably should have done some research before I called, but
submarine.
Straight off the dome. So
Sounds
she
familiar.
was a journalist, and she went on to a deranged millionaire's private submarine.
Yes.
And disappeared. And that's all I want to say at this point, because I think it would make a really awesome episode.
This
You
is
guys
a great
should definitely
episode.
look into that. Also wanted to say, Miss Maria dearly. I hope that she'll come back soon. Did you guys not give her Portos? What's going on? People need to know. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day. Love you guys. Bye. Honk honk. La la la.
Yes, this Kim Wall thing disappeared on a millionaire submarine.
That's so crazy. We should I've never even heard of that, I don't think. We should definitely do an episode on it. Don't get you started.
Maria's alive and well.
She is.
I don't know if she's had Portos lately. Maybe she has. Maybe
I don't know that she has either.
I don't know. It's a good question. Okay, next message.
Web crawlers, stop what you're doing. Why do you keep nonchalantly not addressing Maria's departure?
We do.
We need Maria. Bring us Maria. Put her in front of a microphone so the rest of us can sigh with relief, so we can hear that dulcet tone.
Allie.
We need Maria. Please. Pretty please. Okay?
Okay. Maria is we talk to Maria all the time.
Yeah, we were on a thread with her. We talked to her all day, every day. We can't disclose the reasons for which she's not doing the podcast right now, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, she didn't depart.
No. She's not the departed. She's just she's working on something else right now.
Yeah.
She doesn't have time for us.
She doesn't have time for us, so
small timers.
Okay, next message.
Hi, my name is Taylor. This message is for the web crawler.
Hello.
I am calling to share my story of sticking an inanimate object up my nose.
Nice, we're ready.
When I did this, I was 7. I think I was 7. I don't know, a little too old, I would say, to be doing this. But I had these socks that had Santa Claus on them, and they had these little bells.
Oh,
bells. Okay.
It's
like, do you stick a sock
I don't
up
know
your
what
nose?
was going through my mind, but it seemed like a good idea to put one of those bells up my nose.
Sure.
Because that meant every time I would breathe, the bell would jingle, and that's awesome. So I put the bell up my nose.
That's really funny.
And, I was having a good day. It was fun while it lasted. But then when I tried to get it out, it wouldn't come out.
No.
I was being babysat by the time by my aunt, and my aunt was like, "What the fuck have you done?" And she was trying to get it out of my nose, trying to make me blow my nose, blah, 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 and it didn't work out. And then she called my dad. My dad takes me to my primary care physician, and my doctor is like, she needs to go to the hospital immediately. So I get rushed to the hospital.
Up there.
And at 7, I remember my doctor who came to check on my nose was the hottest man I've ever seen in my life.
That's the worst thing ever.
I have my sexual awakening, and I have a belt up my nose, and it's extremely embarrassing.
Oh, no.
But he ends up sticking a tube up my nose and trying to, like, pump it out, and it doesn't work. So then he takes what I would call a grappling hook and rips it out of my nose. And the best part is I had to sign a certificate stating I wouldn't stick things in my nose anymore. And
oh my God, that's so funny.
Maybe I'll upload that to the Discord.
You must have that for kids.
That's really
everyone,
funny.
I think it's a rite of coming of age story, sticking something up your nose.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the other people who have shared their stories. I don't feel alone anymore. I love the web crawlers, and I'm a longtime listener. I've been listening since day 1. Love you, ladies. And this is my first time calling, so maybe I'll call in some more. But
please do.
Love you. Bye.
It is crazy how many people have stuck things up their nose as kids.
I love that the doctor had like a waiver for her to sign.
That's really funny. That would be effective, I think, if I had to sign
for
it.
sure.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, like if I'm like a little kid, think I just signed like a contract with the government of like you're no longer allowed to say that. I'd be like, oh,
that's
shit.
Funny. That's a smart doctor.
Yeah, a smart doctor. And hot.
And hot.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a hot doctor.
It is.
Truly.
I had to get a CT scan for my sinuses like a year ago or something. And then they referred me to an allergist, and the allergist was so hot. And I was like, this sucks. Like he was like looking at my nose, and he was like, no, you just have like a lot of snot and boogers. And I was like, okay, cool. Gotta go. Yeah.
You can't be hot and also a doctor. That's just like,
no, it's
unfair.
not allowed. No, it's not allowed.
You can only be one. Sorry.
Yeah. That's why I'm not a doctor.
Hello, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Jenny. I'm the NASA artist that called in a few months ago.
Ooh.
And I have a couple things. I have a weird synchronicity, I guess. When I went to get my ears pierced in September, I was driving and I got the alert that Norm Macdonald had died. And then I went on Tuesday and got an alert that Gilbert Gottfried had died. So are my ear piercing sessions like cursed
Yes.
too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of the comedians, like it was just so weird and
That
eerie
is
to me.
weird.
So I don't know if it qualifies, but
That's
I
funny.
was concerned about it. I also wanted to call in with my own personal theory on ghosts.
Ooh.
I'm not sure I'm too long, but at Goddard, occasionally I get to work with Michelle Fowler, who's an amazing scientist. And I'm going to quote her directly because, yeah, this is like my theory for ghosts.
Milk,
So she talked
lemonade.
about Einstein and like space and time. And she said that Einstein thought the Big Bang created all of space and time at once. So every point in the past or future is just as real as the point in time you feel yourself right now. He writes that time is a landscape, and you just have the right perspective on the universe. You see all of it laid out in front of you, past, present, future, all is one thing.
Yeah, the library.
And modern physics has required us to let go of the idea of something that just flows. So honestly, time happening all at once is my theory for ghosts. I tend to be very scientific and, I'm entertained by ghost stories, but I don't necessarily believe in it. But I think we're getting glimpses into time and like just sort of like slipping through, like seeing people existing in time just as vibrantly as we are now. So yeah,
I buy it.
yay science, I guess. Thank you for the podcast. I love it. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.
I like that theory.
I absolutely buy it. That makes more sense than any other theory, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then like that would even make sense as to how mediums work, in that they're accessing almost like another timeline.
It all makes sense.
Yo, web crawlers. Hi there. So, this is Amy from Ohio, and I call you guys all the time. I haven't called for a while. I had a sinus infection, so I decided
Hey,
to
girl.
wait to call about this, to tell you about this subject, because I didn't sound the same as I usually do now. But I was listening to the mailbag episode when it first came out. The lady that called in didn't leave her name, but she had a conspiracy theory about Mahogany from 90 Day Fiance, which I don't watch,
Yes.
which was really why I was so shocked to hear myself talking about 90 Day Fiance and Mahogany. It wasn't me. I had like a voice doppelganger, and she didn't leave her name, but it was the mailbag episode about, what was it? Reverse catfish. And it literally sounded exactly like me. I actually walked into the living room and played it out loud to my husband, and he thought I was playing another one of my web crawlers voicemails, because every time you guys play one, I like laugh and I show my husband, because he's probably like about the only one that cares about my podcast obsession, and nobody else. You guys are like the best kept secret, by the way. Although I
No
want people
listeners.
to know about web crawlers because I have a kind of a distinct voice, I think. But now I guess I don't, because it could be anybody. I just need to not say my name, and I could be the 90 Day Fiance girl. And anyway, so my husband said, sorry. My husband said, oh my God, you have a voice doppelganger. And I said, I know, I really thought it was me. I was like, actually, I think she sounds a little hotter. And he said, wait, if she were your voice doppelganger, does that mean I could fuck her? If you actually had a voice doppelganger? And of course, I peed my pants laughing. I'm like, oh my God. Well, of
That's the
course.
law.
I mean,
That is the
right?
law.
What's the consensus on that? Like, if you actually had
Yeah.
doppelganger,
Sorry. Yeah.
would your spouse fuck the doppelganger and it would be fine? Because it's your
think so.
doppelganger, right? Or is it like cheating? I'm not going to do it because I don't have one. Actually have one, but if I did, I think I let my husband fuck my doppelganger. I think. I just want to know what everybody else thinks. I know this is like really inappropriate, but you bitches are crazy, and so we gotta stick together. Okay. Sorry for the long message. Bye. I'm a little stoned. Bye.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I would just like let my spouse just have a good time. At least he's cheating with someone who's just like me.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least his type is me.
Yeah, I say go for it. I say it's fair game.
Yeah, fuck my doppelganger.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's a fun
Hello,
life.
web crawlers. This is James from Las Vegas.
I knew it, sweet
So
baby
since
James.
my first message kind of got cut off talking about the haunted house that I lived in, I thought I might just talk about it a little more if you ladies don't mind.
Sure.
So this house was built in the 80s, And when I mentioned earlier, or when I mentioned that first message, was that it had like mirrors built into the house. Like these are like it was a mirror, but it was also just a wall. And it went from the floor to the ceiling, and there were just mirrors on like certain walls. Not every wall, but there was like accent walls that were just mirror. I was low-key traumatized as a child by the movie 13 Ghosts.
Oh, that was a scary movie.
The remake, anytime there's like a house with like built-in mirror or like glass or like made of glass, it freaks me out. And so, but I was like constantly worried about things bumping into it and like breaking it. And I think I was like the only one who was like genuinely worried or concerned about that. And there was like a lot of us living there because it wasn't like, that was my grandma's house. And we lived there with like my mom and my stepdad. And then there was me and my two sisters and then my grandma's husband, Chuck. We don't like Chuck.
We don't like Chuck? Okay. Fuck Chuck.
Like, I never like witnessed any like specter or particular spook in that house, but there were definitely some weird feelings,
Specters and
like
spooks.
prickles in the back of your neck. I remember like I had a hard time falling asleep there, or I'd wake up in the middle of the night unable to go back to sleep, which doesn't happen. Like I'm very regular when it comes to sleep. Hey, sorry. Oh God, it is like 5:40 a.m.
Oh my God.
Suffering. Anyway.
That's early.
My grandma Lily, she apparently saw Jesus once.
I'm listening.
There was a tree in the backyard. And I guess one...
Okay, that's the end of that message.
I'm listening.
That's one way to leave a message.
She saw Jesus once in a tree. Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Take your word for it.
Sorry, this is going to be my last message about that house that I lived in. So the only thing that I've ever experienced there was that like the feeling of someone behind you, and it wasn't ever like menacing. It would be like the way that our room was set up. The couch was where you would walk in, or the couch was away from where you walked in. So where you'd sit, you'd feel, when someone would walk in. And a lot of the time my sisters, would walk in, they'd be, watching the TV from behind the couch or, just standing there sometimes, distracted, whatever. And so I'd be there watching TV or playing on my DS sometimes. And then, I'd feel them walk in, I'd look behind me and there they'd be. But then sometimes in that house, you'd feel that feeling. You'd look behind you and there'd be no one there. And that was the only thing that I'd ever experienced. I never, saw any specter or ghost or anything. But that was still kind of chilling. I mean, as a kid, I didn't really think anything of it. As a kid, how old was I when I lived there? Probably 12. But still, as a 12-year-old, I wasn't immediately thinking ghost, even though everyone in my family was saying that they felt like the house was haunted. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, and I don't know, stay beautiful. Love you all. La la la.
Okay.
Interesting. Lots of ghost info today.
Hi, what's up, web crawlers? This is Stephanie. I'm calling for a lot of reasons. All from your last episode about the serial killer who, let's be honest, he was killing girls. I guess technically women, but 16 to 19, I don't even call that women. It's disgusting either way, but ugh. But anyway, I feel I read in English class in high school that short story called The Most Dangerous Game. And I think it's just,
your typical story, old white rich men that are bored, and they decide they're going to hunt people for fun, and I think they might eat them too. I don't know exactly. I don't remember. But also, Ice-T was in this movie, I think in like 99. I don't know if it's called The Most Dangerous Game. It might be, but it's definitely based on that. And he plays a homeless guy that they hunt. So I highly recommend watching that.
Terrifying.
Also, you were talking about serial killers per capita, and I think, Melissa, you were saying something about like 300 in Louisiana or something like that. And that's alarming because I'm there, but that reminded me, my cousin is 10 years older than me, and she went to LSU like 99 to 2002 or something like that. But when she was there was a serial killer going around, and his type was brunettes that were smart, and I don't remember what else, but my cousin was a brunette pre-med student. And
Jesus.
My grandma decided, I guess, that it would be safer if she stayed with cousin. So she, made the like 2-hour trek or whatever and stayed with my cousin for a few weeks, or maybe it was months, to try to keep her from getting murdered, which I guess worked. My grandma was like 4 or 6. I don't know what she was going to do, but glad it all worked out, obviously. But
that's scary.
Oh, and you guys were asking about serial killers and glasses, and I think I was a psych major, so I feel I'm just going to go with this. I think that glasses were used as like a disarming kind of thing, like you probably would like wheelchair or so these days, because I feel like the connotation for them was disarming. I don't know. You'd think like innocent people would wear glasses, but now you have that a little bit, or you have the other side of the spectrum, which is like they're gonna.
Okay, then there's a part 2.
Hey, web crawlers. Sorry, I figured that was probably gonna come close to the limit. Okay, I was talking about disarming things like they used to wear glasses. I feel like to make you feel safe because they're like he's like a dweeb or something. But now I know about incels too. Which I don't
great
know.
word.
Anyway, that's a different thing.
Dweeb.
But point being, like nowadays, you could have that stereotype of being like an innocent dweeb who wears glasses, or you could be the total opposite and be like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Danger dweeb.
Like cannibalism, rape, murder situation, because that's been the case so many times. But now, everybody watch out. I mean, still, of course, be nice to everybody, but be careful, beware, be just vigilant. Because people would use like wheelchairs and crutches and stuff for you to feel like a safe sense of like you could win in a fight, or I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Yes. Also, old people, like I think Robert Durst. I don't know. People like dressing up old to look like you're weaker than you are. Maybe also just like in the case of Ted Bundy, like that was just a good part of his disguises. I feel like it's just a good prop too. I think that's about it. So nice leaving a message with you guys. It's been a while. Take care. Bye.
Bye. A lot of good points.
Yeah, and the word dweeb making a comeback.
Dweebs.
Finally.
Okay, last voicemail.
Good, because I got to take a poop.
Cool.
Not going to lie.
604-6262 Arios.
That's it.
Great. Great note to end on. Anyways, guys, please continue to call us. Happy birthday, Maria. We could not have done this show without you from day one. And we love the big ones so much. What a fantastic podcast to be a patron of, if you aren't yet. Anyways, I am Allie. Gotta go poop Siegel.
I'm Melissa. I got a P2 Stetton.
Yeah, but you have to poop though. All right, bye.
Maybe not.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.